Rolling?
Yes.
Boom.
Hey, what up, everybody? I'm Sharp K9. What's your name?
Better Best Dog.
All right, how old is this puppy here?
He is 8 weeks old. Actually, 9 weeks.
He's 9 weeks old.
old.
So recall is the most important thing that you are going to teach your dog, and it should be taught as early as you get your dog. So if you get your dog at 8 weeks, start training them as soon as you get it. But the thing about a puppy this young, their attention span is about that long. So you want to make sure that you are interesting. So movement is going to be your best friend. So put him down, and I want you to move that way. Watch what this puppy does. Oh my God, your puppy recalled. The puppy recalled just off of movement. So when we want our dogs to come to us, you move away from them. The next thing, watch his energy. Look at his energy. He's hyped. He's got that bounce to him. He's got that glow. And you want that dog to know whenever they are engaged with you, it's fun. They get something out of it, even if it is just some love and affection. But look at this little pup, bouncing around, having a grand old time. And every time that dog gets close to him, he needs to mark that behavior. And these are gonna be the foundation steps of your recall. The next thing is communication. I like to use a whistle because a whistle is one of those things that anybody, well, not anybody can whistle, but you can use that. Look at him going potty.
I know.
You can use it in very different situations, or you can use even different noises, but you want to communicate to him that, okay, I'm leaving, come with me.
Gotcha.
So I like going, yeah, da boo, yes sir. And as soon as he gets there, you got to mark that behavior. If you can't whistle, make it click. Yeah, da boo, good. And again, oops, sorry, Bubba, I'm kicking him. And again, we just want to build that value when the dog comes to us. That is a recall. Your dog's away from you, your dog comes back to you. As the dog gets older, you're gonna make these positions more formal. You can have a front recall, you can have a side recall, you can have a recall in between your legs, but the dog has to be clear about that. So do you have treats on you?
I sure do.
All right, so we're gonna make this recall even a little bit more clear for the dog. We're gonna use a lure technique. Did you do your homework last week?
The homework, oh yeah, luring him?
There you go.
You see him?
All right, so the lure is going to be your best friend, and you get them following that. So you got them following it.
Yeah.
Now walk backwards and mark it.
There we go.
Wherever you're wanting him to come. And this is just a vicinity. Come and join me. That's all I want this puppy to do right now. As this dog gets older, we're gonna make it more defined, more sharper. More sharper? I think that's the correct grammar. And I'm not an English scholar, so what other questions do you have about recall, sir?
I know you mentioned the different positions. What's the importance of all the different positions?
It's just more ways to get your dog to come to you. So there's gonna be times where a front's gonna be practical. I want my dog to come and sit in front of me. I'm gonna put my leash on him. There's gonna be sometimes I want my dog to come to the left side because we're gonna continue to move, but I just want him to be at that left side. So it's just somewhere for the dog to know where to go. And it's gonna be situational.
Got you. And then out the gate, I mean, you notice, is there anything else that I probably should also be doing with the puppy this young to also keep reinforcing that recall as far as potentially like spending time, etc. with the puppy? Because I know sometimes people get a puppy, they get excited, but then they got to go to work. And then sometimes they get home from work, they're too tired to do anything with the puppy. They just do what they need to do to let them out, feed them, things like that. So,
hey Junior, what time is it? Can you tell me what time is it? No? Puppies don't care about time. They care about the quality of the time. So when you do get that time with your dog, make it interesting, make it fun.
Got you.
And they're going to enjoy that. Like with Boots, I don't spend 5-7 hours working with him.
It looks like that to be
because of all of the steps, all of those bricks that we laid. And now he can go to Home Depot off leash and still be in a focus hill because of I got him at this age and we taught him, hey, I want you right by me. I want you right by me. And it was just clear. And it was just 1 or 2 steps in the very beginning. And then it was 3 or 4 steps. And then we keep increasing that. And the older this dog gets, the more communication that you guys have, it's going to get sharper. And it's going to look like you spend 45 hours a day working with the dog. But it's just consistency. It's the positive repetition. You don't want to train a bad habit into the dog. So one, if the dog's not happy and engaged, I'm not working with him. If the dog's not doing it like we want him to, I'm not working with him. So you got to make sure whenever you are working with the dog, it is clear. It is clear what you want them to do. So if I want him to be at my left side, I'm going to reward him while he's there. And then also, you got to tell your dog when they're done working. When you clock in, well, you don't clock in no more. We don't clock in no more. But when you clock in, you have that badge. boop,
Yeah.
it said clocked in at 7:05.
Yeah.
If you was clocking at 7:05, you was late. So
Oh,
6:59, you want to clock in early.
Get a manager to clock you in.
And then at the end of your shift, boop, clock out and you're done. Same thing with the dog, and that's where that free command comes in for me
Gotcha.
personally. But you can use break, you can use done, you can use finish, whatever your word is. Just make sure the dog understands when they're working and when they're not. And when they are working, it has to be exact, it has to be right. There's no room for interpretation whenever you are teaching these dogs. You are in control of what your dog's gonna do. And if you let them slack off, if you let them devalue that recall, when your dog's running out in that street and you say, come here, come here, come here, that dog's gonna be like, I'm just gonna go see what's over here.
Yeah.
And again, this is personal experience. It happened to me. Before we started training, my dog didn't have a recall. I didn't even know what a recall was.
Yeah.
He got hit by a car. I damn sure learned I need a recall.
Yeah, no, that's extremely important. And Nala almost got hit by a car doing the same
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
I remember that. You told
From
me.
jumping out of the car and me not having a release command and all that stuff. So that's a whole nother separate video, to be clear.
Yeah, we'll do that one next week.
Yeah, but so, okay, so the homework last week was working on his lowering a little bit. So this week, did a little light recall. What's the homework for this week with me and little man?
So find what word that you want to use for your recall.
Okay.
So let's just say the front position.
Okay.
I use front, keep it simple.
Yeah.
When the dog comes to you, let me see a treat. Yeah. Boom, treat. Put the dog down. So I let him know that I got something. First off, I'll give him a treat real quick.
Okay.
And now he's gonna be looking. Oh, puppies take a long time to chew, folks. So now he's gonna be looking for that. Yeah. So I'll get him to come to me, and then I'm gonna raise it up. And when he puts that fanny on the floor, boom, I'm gonna mark it. Again, so we'll go, and we're not worried about the position right now. If he sits sloppy, we can always sharpen that up.
Okay.
We just want him to get the understanding of front means.
And I'll say the word, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't do it too much to devalue it. You just want him to start hearing it.
Okay.
So again,
And then, so would you recommend what? Maybe like spend maybe like a few minutes a day, just maybe do 3 reps with them on that, and then call it, and then
3, no more than 5.
Okay.
Depending on how engaged he is. So like right now, he's pawing at me trying to get it. I'm gonna keep working with him.
Yeah.
Oh, so go boo, get the boo front. Yes, sir. Pull it up, and when he puts that fanny on the floor, yeah, the boo, he got you. And it doesn't even have to be a long. As soon as he puts it on there, give that dog that treat. And as he gets older, you're gonna take that duration from fanny hitting the floor to where that treat comes out.
Swallow that one a little too fast.
You gotta chew him though. And the most important thing, whenever you have a puppy, is to
Take care of your dogs.
it's simple, man. Spend time with them, show them exactly what you want, mark those behaviors, and your dog is going to be there for you. The most important person in that equation is you. If you show these little guys what you want them to do when they get older, they're gonna be there for you.
Here we go, man. We got some homework then. Are you ready for that?
Say yeah! Yeah! So y'all stay tuned, stay sharp, my friend.
Take care of your dogs.